Every year, more than 100 million metric tons of sweet potatoes are harvested across the globe. From humble farms to state-of-the-art processing facilities, this root vegetable plays a crucial role in feeding millions. But what does it take to grow, harvest, and mass-produce sweet potatoes at scale? Today, we go behind the scenes of the global sweet potato industry, where precision farming meets industrial engineering, to see how this vibrant orange crop travels from soil to supermarket shelves. Sweet potatoes can grow in poor soil, withstand dry conditions, and have a relatively short growing cycle of about 90 to 150 days, depending on the variety. Unlike many crops that begin from seeds, sweet potatoes are grown from slips, small, rooted sprouts taken from mature sweet potatoes. These slips are typically cultivated in temperature-controlled greenhouses or warm, moist beds until they reach 6 to 12 inches in length. Each slip is a genetic clone of the parent plant, ensuring consistency in flavor, color, and yield. In large-scale operations, once the slips are ready, they're bundled and shipped in bulk to commercial farms, sometimes by the millions. There, the real work begins. Before planting, the fields are prepared with industrial-grade precision. Giant disc harrows loosen the soil, creating the ideal conditions for tuber expansion. Sweet potatoes thrive in sandy, well-drained soil, which helps prevent rot and allows for easier harvesting later on. Next, GPS-guided planters take over. These machines can plant tens of thousands of slips per acre in carefully spaced rows. Each slip is inserted into the soil at just the right depth and angle, ensuring optimal rooting and early growth. In the past, this process was done entirely by hand, with farm workers bending over for hours in the sun. But today, modern transplanters allow a handful of operators to plant hundreds of acres in a matter of days. The fields are then irrigated, either with overhead sprinklers or drip lines buried under the soil. Fertilizers are added based on soil analysis, often delivered through these same irrigation lines for efficiency. Within a few days, the slips begin to perk up and establish roots. Soon, vibrant green vines will spread across the fields, an early sign that the mass production cycle is well underway. From clone to crop, the planting phase sets the tone for everything that follows. And with the groundwork laid, the plants are ready to begin their months-long journey beneath the soil. Weed control is vital. Mechanical cultivators and pre-emergent herbicides help prevent competition for nutrients. Pest threats like wireworms and flea beetles are managed with targeted treatments, often applied only where needed. Throughout the season, precise fertilization ensures optimal starch development and uniform size. This careful balance of science and timing is what transforms each slip into a high-yield, high-quality harvest. When the vines begin to yellow and die back, it's time for the next big step: harvest. Harvesting sweet potatoes is a race against time and weather. Once mature, the tubers must be lifted carefully to avoid bruising, cracking, or rotting. Large-scale farms use specialized harvesters that dig beneath the surface and gently raise the sweet potatoes onto conveyors. These machines are calibrated to maintain minimal soil disruption while avoiding damage to the crop. But machines can't do everything. Teams of workers follow close behind, hand-picking, inspecting, and sorting in real time. Damaged or undersized tubers are set aside, while market-grade potatoes are loaded into bins. Each acre can yield 10 to 20 tons of sweet potatoes, and large operations may harvest hundreds of acres over a few weeks. Speed, skill, and care must all come together, because the moment sweet potatoes leave the soil, their shelf life countdown begins. After harvest, sweet potatoes are immediately transported from the fields to nearby packing facilities. Here, speed is critical, not just to preserve freshness, but also to reduce moisture loss and prevent spoilage. The first step is cleaning. Sweet potatoes arrive covered in soil, which must be gently removed. Industrial washers spray high-pressure water from multiple angles, loosening dirt without damaging the skins. Soft brushes and rotating drums complete the cleaning process, while wastewater is filtered and reused to reduce environmental impact. Once clean, the tubers move down sorting conveyors, where they're spaced and oriented for inspection. High-resolution cameras and artificial intelligence systems scan each potato in real time, evaluating size, shape, color, and surface defects. Tubers are then graded into multiple categories: premium grade for fresh market sale, second grade for food processing, off grade for animal feed or composting. Weight-sensitive sorting lines direct each category into its appropriate packaging zone. For fresh market varieties, sweet potatoes are packed in ventilated crates or cartons. Others are set further into the facility for peeling, slicing, or freezing. Throughout the process, human inspectors double-check the machine's decisions, ensuring quality standards are met before any product leaves the facility. It's a seamless blend of automation and human judgment, where millions of tubers are handled individually, yet efficiently, every day. And now, with the sweet potatoes clean, graded, and ready, we move into the heart of industrial transformation: factory processing. With the sweet potatoes cleaned, processed, and portioned, the final step is packaging, designed not only for protection, but also for efficiency in global distribution. For fresh produce, tubers are packed into breathable cardboard cartons or mesh bags, labeled with harvest date, grade, and origin. Packaging lines move quickly, often handling over 10,000 pounds per hour. To extend shelf life, temperature and humidity are tightly controlled from this point forward. For frozen or processed products, vacuum-sealed bags, rigid plastic containers, or laminated pouches are used. These are run through metal detectors and X-ray scanners to ensure safety before being boxed and palletized. Each pallet receives a tracking barcode, allowing it to be scanned and monitored through the entire supply chain, from cold storage warehouses to shipping containers, distribution centers, and retail shelves. In just a few days, a shipment can travel thousands of miles by truck, rail, or cargo ship to supermarkets, restaurants, or food service providers across continents. Thanks to logistics software, warehouse automation, and cold chain infrastructure, sweet potatoes now reach global markets year-round in peak condition. What began as a sprout in a greenhouse ends as a finished product in someone's kitchen, baked, mashed, fried, or served as chips. Behind every sweet potato lies a carefully orchestrated system of farming, machinery, and human expertise, all working together to feed the world, one harvest at a time. If you enjoyed this deep dive into how sweet potatoes are mass-produced, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes looks at how everyday things are made. From farm to factory, from raw materials to final products, we uncover the fascinating processes that power the world around us. Tap the bell icon so you never miss an episode.